The loneliest place in the world is the human heart when love is absent. Duty makes us do things well, but love makes us do them beautifully. One word frees us of all the weight and pain of life. That word is love. Love is not affectionate feeling, but a steady wish for the loved person's ultimate good as far as it can be obtained. First and foremost, self-love, and then give love away. Jealousy, properly considered, is an essential element of true love. It is an unceasing longing for the loved one's welfare. Love is service rather than sentiment. Love is the outgoing of the entire nature. In self-sacrificing service, if you work at love, you will find love at work. You can give without loving, but you cannot love without giving. Nothing will be intentionally lacking where there is love. He who is not filled with love is necessarily small, withered, shriveled in his outlook on life and things. Love is like a friendship caught on fire, in the beginning a flame, very pretty, often hot and fierce, but still only light and flickering. As love grows older, our hearts mature and our love becomes as coals, deep burning and unquenchable. There is no charm equal to tenderness of heart. You always gain by giving love. The greatest healing therapy is friendship and love. Love takes off masks that we fear we cannot live without, and know we cannot live within. The best and most beautiful things in this world cannot be seen, or even heard, but must be felt with the heart. Alone we can do so little, together we can do so much. To be brave is to love someone unconditionally, without expecting anything in return. I love you begins by I, but it ends up by you. Love is that condition in which the happiness of another person is essential to your own. You don't marry someone you can live with. You marry someone you cannot live without. Walk with me through life, and I'll have everything I'll need for the journey. You have replaced my nightmares with dreams, my worries with happiness, and my fears with love. You know you're in love when you can't fall asleep, because the reality is finally better than your dreams. To the world you may be one person, but to one person you are the world. Love and compassion are necessities, not luxuries. Without them humanity cannot survive. 'Tis better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all. The best thing to hold onto in life is each other. To people in love, alone, isolated from the world, that's beautiful. The greatest happiness of life is the conviction that we are loved, loved for ourselves, or rather, loved in spite of ourselves. I think the perfection of love is that it's not perfect. Love is composed of a single soul inhabiting the bodies. Love does not dominate, it cultivates. We are shaped and fashioned by what we love. To love or have loved, that is enough, ask nothing further. There is no other pearl to be found in the dark folds of life in 500 days of summer. Love recognizes no barriers. It jumps hurdles, leaps fences, penetrates walls to arrive at its destination full of hope. If you live to be 100, I want to live to be 100 minus 1 day, so I never have to live without you. Affection is responsible for 9/10 of whatever solid and durable happiness there is in our lives. To lose balance sometimes for love is part of living a balanced life. Love never dies a natural death. It dies because we don't know how to replenish its source. It dies of blindness and errors and betrayals. It dies of illness and wounds. It dies of weariness, of witherings, of turnishings. You know it's love when all you want is that person to be happy, even if you're not part of their happiness. I have found the paradox that if you love until it hurts, there can be no more hurt, only more love. The hunger for love is much more difficult to remove than the hunger for bread. When we love, we always strive to become better than we are. When we strive to become better than we are, everything around us becomes better too. Love is an untamed force. When we try to control it, it destroys us. When we try to imprison it, it enslaves us. When we try to understand it, it leaves us feeling lost and confused. It is better to be hated for what you are than to be loved for what you are not. It is not a lack of love, but a lack of friendship that makes unhappy marriages. Love is the flower. You've got to let it grow. Thank you for watching video.